Right then, hello and welcome back to the channel. Now we are here with a rebuild I've wanted to do for quite a while, and we are in Italy with Venezia. Now this is a team that's steeped in a lot of history, to be fair. Based in Venice in Italy, it's a lovely, beautiful, scenic city, and recently they brought out a lot of beautiful kits that fashion models have promoted and modelled, and yes, that is me in the blue one, I love that one. But they are of course more than just a fashion brand. They have been through a lot of money troubles recently as well, being bankrupt and getting down to Serie D, and actually making it all the way this season to Serie A within the last 5 years from the bottom tier in Italy. And if you want to hear more about that, then please do go and watch Maxwell's video on it. It's an absolutely fantastic video. Of course, I've watched it myself. He's recently just hit 50,000 subscribers. Please do congratulate him on that. He's so deserving of it. He is one of the best creators I've ever had the pleasure of speaking to, and calling a friend of mine. He's absolutely fantastic. So do go and check his video on that, and check his whole channel out as well, because he is absolutely fantastic. Now let's see if we can take Venezia as high as he did when he did a career mode with them back in the day. An absolutely brilliant one as well. Another one, I'm just going to praise Maxwell for a little bit. He's absolutely fantastic, always has been, always helpful. But yes, let's see if we can take them to the top of Italian football, to the top of club football, winning the Champions League. And also, if you're new here, let's just check the rules I have for my rebuilds. Of course, the ultimate goal is to win the Champions League. All games will be simulated except for the Champions League final, which I will then play live, but the rebuild does end as soon as we win the Champions League. So should we get there within 3 seasons, haven't won the league or anything else, I end the Champions League there. And for this video, I'm actually going to set a like goal, see how this does. I would like to see if we could hit 35 likes on this video. I know it's not too many, but I really want to see you guys like the video if possible. Subscribe, of course, if you are new to the channel, and let's go and have some fun with this rebuild. This could be a very big one. Now this could be one of the biggest rebuilds we do. Venezia, what a team. Everyone loves a bit of Venezia. Everyone's got a soft spot for them because of their kits, and there's one of them, name on the back. Let's see the squad, and here we go. This is how the squad looks to start. We've got Nani in, what a legend. Henry Johnson, it's decent. We probably need a few centre backs. Sergio Romero's here as well, didn't know that. Lucio's supposed to be very good. Ampadu on loan, Croissants as well. It's actually quite a decent squad. There are some things that need to be done to it, of course. We need to get some players out on loan or just sold completely, or if they're in on loan, we don't really need them, but whatever we need to do, we shall do. I'm predicting not many incomings, maybe not even many outcomings, because this team actually looks pretty decent. Good enough to stay up in the Serie A anyway, I believe. So let's go and see what business we do. Now, first player to leave out on loan then is a very promising one in Tanner Tessman. He goes to AZ Alkmaar for a year. Next and then final loanee is Bruno Berretanato. He goes out for 2 years to China. First player out then is Ricardo Bocalan. He goes out to Sturm Graz in Austria, I believe, for 780,000. Next player out then is Vaca, the centre mid. He goes to Michelin for 1 mil. First player I want to look to bring in then is Tino Livramento. I've gone for 5.5 from Southampton, which they've accepted. I need a right back. I've only got one in the whole squad. Looking to bring in some experience then in the back line. Gary Cahill fits that bill. 1.3 million from Bournemouth sounds pretty good to me. Now finally, I'm trying to bring in a winger. I tried to do a deal for Covent de la Fuente, the American from Marseille, but we couldn't agree on the wage split. So here we are with Sabra Thomas and Huddersfield, and they're happy to accept 5 million. And so then here is the team as it stands at the end of the transfer window. Front line's still the same. Back line's got Livramento in it now, and Gary Cahill is down on the bench. Fiordolini's in the middle now because Ampadu, I've changed him to a centre back because I feel that's really real life. That's where he plays. That's what he is. Ampadu is a centre back, and the bench is actually looking a lot stronger. Thomas is on there as well. Okareke's grown 1. I'm very happy with it so far. It's looking like a really decent squad, you know. It's actually a really decent squad, and I think we can do well and go relatively far in Serie A. I don't think we're going to get any Europe or anything, but we'll stay out of the relegation places for sure. And this is what we're looking at in the halfway point of the season. We're pretty much halfway up the league, nearing 10th, which would be bang on half, which is Hellas Verona, only 3 points behind them. I'm pretty happy with that. With 17 games played, we're a good way off the bottom. 18th would be relegation. It's a playoff for Italy, so we're good way off that. That's what I want. 10 points clear of that. It's been all in all quite a good start to the season. Hopefully we continue it. And then really we haven't gone anywhere at the end of the season. 38 games played, we have 45 points. 12th place is really good actually, but yeah, we've done all right. And next season I will be looking up. And just a quick look at the Coppa Italia. That does happen in and after January. We went out in the quarterfinals to Napoli. It's not bad. I'll take quarterfinals, you know. But yes, back to the money thing. I am going to make a signing of one of the loan players, and that signing then is Ethan Ampadu. I'll show you the whole squad in a second. He has done very, very well for us on loan this year. We'll have a quick look at how the squad has done this year. And so here you can see Henry has scored the most goals for us, but Okereke has got a good few as well in quite a few less games. So I'm going to make his loan permanent after the season, we don't have any money now, so next season I'll be doing that. Johnson does well with goals. Nani has picked up an injury, so dropped an overall, but still getting good contribution in there. And Hats from left back getting a good few goals. I'm happy with that. Cousins, Livramento, Busio, and Thomas all doing well as well. Then in assists, you could see there Nani's done well. Busio with our best, and then Cousins not far behind him. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with how it's going. We should be doing all right. What we'll do now is we'll go into season 2, which could be a big one for us. We could challenge for Europe maybe, and I'll show you the squad there. As this is the starting squad then in season 2. Now you can see I'm in need of a centre back for sure. Ampadu is good, but I need someone to, instead of KO, I just brought him in as cover. I could do with improving Fiorellino as well, of course, in the middle with Cousins and Busio looking very good. I just need to improve that middle one. Then I think it's not too bad. Just in general backups, you can see I've signed Okereke. I'll show you the actual signing in a while. That was my mistake. I probably should have done that after I recorded this, but I forgot I wanted him in. I looked to spend money on a centre back and looked maybe even to loan a centre back like they have done in real life. And let's get to the transfer business. Our first and only loan then is Petra Negoe, I think it is, from Romania. He's a youth player out for a year. First player out the door then is Dan Hymans. He goes out for 2.3 million to AZ Alkmaar. And last to go out permanently then is Marco Modolo. He goes out for 400k to Turkey. And then the first incoming I have made, I did this before I even recorded anything of the starting squad or anything, which I should have done, which is my bad. But Club Brugge accept 5 million for Okereke. Well, next signing in the door then is a player that Burnley must have signed in season 1, put a release clause on, and he's grown because Tommaso Pobega, the Italian, is 75 overall with a release clause of only 8 million. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pay the 8 million. Next up now, we've got the first 2 free agent signings. First is Ryuta Kyoke, a right back from Japan who comes in for 4 years. And we also bring in Lucas Klunter, the centre back. Then these are just backups because I know you guys like the free agents from the 1816 Munich rebuild. Next coming then is Maxime Esteve from Montpellier, 73 rated, 20 years old, 7.5 million is a pretty good deal. And then we get him for 5 years on 13 grand a week. It's pretty good. And then here we go after the transfer window. This is our starting 11. Now it's pretty good. I'm quite happy with it. Okereke is in there at the moment, as is Pobega. Then we've got Ampadu Esteve in as well. We've got the new signings in. There's Tessman here down here who grew really well on loan, by the way. Ullman Klunter's there, as is Kyoke. We've got a good squad. I'm happy with it. Maybe not as full as I would like it to be, but there's cover everywhere. I think we've got a good season in store. The board want Europe. I want Europe, really. So let's see if we can get it. Well, here we are at the end of the season then, and as you can see, we have finished in 9th. Fortunately, there were a lot of draws and then a lot more losses. In the Coppa Italia then, I will just have a quick check, and we did go out in the end. I believe it was, yeah, in the quarters to Juventus. Realistically, that's going to happen, isn't it? We're going to go out to Juventus. So what we'll do now, quick look at the league again. I don't know why I've shown you this. We finished in 9th. Let's check the squad. So we have a quick look. Then we've got David Okereke with 20 goals this season. That's very good. Johnson with 13 is happy. And then look at Busio. What a season from himself. 11 goals, 14 assists. You can see very good. Nani, who is retiring, gone down a couple of overalls with 7, still influential. Henry with 5 off the bench. Pobega with 4 and 4. Croissant's not had the best season. I would have hoped for more from him. Hopefully next season now. He's got the armband for some reason, but hopefully he can do better next season. And you can see their assist is Busio. Okereke next, Nani, same people. It's the same people all the time. Tessman with a couple of games, up 5 overall. That's very good. But it is time for us to go and get European football in season 3. And then right at the start of season 3, this is how the squad is looking. You can see Thomas has dropped in on the right because we've lost Nani to retirement and we've lost Romero as well. So Lazzarini is in goal. I have to get a new keeper. It may not be too much of an improvement in overall, but it will be an improvement age-wise, as Lazzarini is 28. I'll get someone young for sure. I'm pretty happy with it. We'll see what I can get in winger-wise. I would like someone, of course, to be good out there. So let's go and see who I can bring in. First out on loan then is Peter Negoe again. He went up really well last time, so hopefully he does well at Valladolid. And then we've also got Guido Rossetti going out to Ibiza for a year. And Pietro Massa also goes out to Spain. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that team, but he also goes out for a year. He's our last loan to leave. The first and only player to leave permanently then is Jacopo Desi. He goes out to Braga, 1.4 million. And here we go then, straight away I've decided I'm going to go in for Conrad de la Fuente. They want 23 million. That is pretty much all I've got, so we'll try and do some sort of deal. And eventually we do agree on 22 million plus a 5-year deal, and luckily the negotiations for his contract were a lot easier than agreeing a fee with the club. And then that younger keeper, I told you the overall wouldn't be as good, but Gavin Pazzoon, who I've gone for sitting down with Pep Guardiola, he does accept 12.5 million. I'm actually surprised by that. But you know me, I'm not one to complain when a manager's going to accept a lower offer, or the lowball offer that I go in with. Pazzoon also takes a lowball offer of 27 grand a week, and he is joining the club. And this is how we're looking then at the end of the transfer window. We've had a few people improve already in overall. Okereke be 1, De La Fuente is 1 as well. But yeah, it's pretty much the same. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a thin squad. I got the youth out on loan. We should be okay. Hopefully, once again, going for Europe. This time it's Europe or bust. We need Europe. So let's get to January and see. Looking at how we're doing then in January of season 3. Now, it's not great. I can't lie. I expected to be a little higher. We went on a terrible run. Now, because 1st of January happens to fall on a weekend here in this season, some people have already played 18 games. So I'm hoping that January, what we can do is push on, and then towards the end of the season make it really into the Champions League spots, at least if not Europe. We've got Atalanta in the cup, so I'm thinking we're probably not going to get through there either. So no cup run, no real league run. I don't know, I'm a bit worried. And just quickly at the end of January then, we have loaned out 3 really, and I mean really promising youth prospects here, with Bruno, Bianco and Esposito all going out for short-term loans. They'll be back in the summer. And here we are then at the end of the season, and yes, we've got where I wanted to get, and that was some European football, the Europa League, not even having to go through the Conference League now, so that should mean that we're not even going to touch it. Europa League, possible winners next year. We weren't far off the top, to be fair. Oh, not the top, but we weren't far off top 4, should I say. Only 8 points. It's pretty good. 2 points clear of Milan as well. We were quite comfortably 10 points clear of dropping out of a European place. That is very good for us in the league season. We're looking like we're going up. The Coppa Italia, though, is somewhere we could really do with improving, as we went out. Not even in the quarter, sorry, we went out straight to Atalanta like I predicted, 1-0. Not great from us, but look, these things happen. I want to show you the squad now. And before I show you anything stats-wise, I want to show you this, right? Okay, Niago only went up 2, but then you've got 6, you've got 10, you've got 13, you've got 8, and you've got 10 all over. This is why I was like, these lads are promising. We're sending them on loan, especially these bottom 3. They were fantastic in the youth academy, and I was like, right, get them on loan and see what happens. And this is it. Absolutely brilliant. But yes, we'll go to our stats now, right? And you can probably tell who our top goal scorer is. It's Okereke again, as normal, 21. De La Fuente, though, with 14, fantastic. And Johnson with 10. These wingers, 81, 82, 84. My strike force is fantastic. Busio with 6, which is good. Henry with 5 off the bench, which is still good for a 29-year-old. And then Pobega with 4. Haps with 3. Croissant's only got 3, but he did do better assist-wise, as we can see. Pobega with 10. Croissant's is 2nd. I'm okay with that. He's kind of influential. I'm just hoping he's a leader. Busio with 5. Okereke with 5. Lafente. I was just Johnson with the assists would probably do me a little bit better. I want him to do a little bit better with that, but I'm still quite pleased. I cannot lie with how good this team is getting. 5th in the league this season. We're going to Europe now. Let's get to season 4. And then this is the squad at the start of season 4, and I'm telling you, it looks so good. It looks so good, right? Maybe another centre back. Maybe and another left back, only because Haps is getting old. That's literally it. If I could sell him now at 31, at 79, he'll still go for a good bit of money. Sell him, get someone good in. But backups are still looking good. This is what it is now. Let's go and see who leaves and who comes in. And first up to leave on loan then is Nioge again. He goes out for a year to Porto this time. Next out on loan then is Angelo Bruno. He goes out to Elche in Spain for a year. And then, as you probably saw in the Bruno deal, we are also letting Bianco go out on loan to Sporting for a year. And the final player to leave on loan then is Pietro Mazza, who goes out to Bournemouth for a year. First player out of the door then is Haps. The left back is 31 now, so 14.6 million is the fee for Fiorentina to pay. Next up to leave the club is another Asian fullback in Kyoke. He's not really played for us, but he wants to go out to Freiburg for 4.25 mil. We do love a free agent signing here in a rebuild, and Timothy Pembele, 21 years old, 75 overall, is up for free, so we'll get him on a rotation. 5 years and 13 grand a week. Pretty good deal for us. And the first sign logo to make then is a left back to replace Haps, who you saw left. Now he's the same overall, but almost 10 years younger. It's Aaron Hickey. He's at Bologna currently. They ask for 36.5 and a 15% sell-on clause. I don't reckon I'm going to sell him, so I'll take that deal. Now next to come in then is Sven Botman. Now I don't know his overall, but I'm hoping it's about 81, 82-ish, because he's 37 million at 24, so that's about what I'm thinking it's going to be. Of course, we pay over the 37 million. In the end, we end up paying 44 million, but it's good. I'm happy with it. Go and see his rating in the team. And then here we are after the transfer window. The team is looking absolutely solid now. Botman's slotted in nicely there. Hickey is well slotted in at the back. If he just goes up, we're fully 80. Absolutely fully 80 rated, and that is what we need going into the Europa League. Looking at the benches as well, we've got solid over 75 rated players on there as well, which again, what we need going into the Europa League. And even in the reserves, we've got good players as well. I'm very happy. We're not, again, still not the biggest of squads, but I don't think we'll need it. I think the Europa League we should be able to manage this season. So let's go into January and see how we've done. And well, then here we are at the middle point of the season, and 5th isn't too bad considering we have got the Europa League as well. Fiorentina run away with the league at the moment, 3 points ahead of Inter. It's a shocker for me, I think. But Bologna actually right behind us as well. Coppa Italia, then we've got Lazio in this round. I hope to win that now. We're doing quite well, and I'll check the Europa League for you. I can tell you for a fact we've gone through the group. We're unbeaten in the group stage, which is unbelievable. 6 points clear at the top of it. We should get a favourable draw in the next round, and hopefully we get far in that group. But basically, it's just time to get to the end of the season and see how we do. And here we are at the end of the season. As you can see, we have just about crept into top 4. So we've got Champions League football next season. We're on the same point of Fiorentina, only 1 point ahead of Atalanta. It's because we've drawn too many games. We only lost 5 games, but 16 draws. That's half the games we've drawn. That's madness, man. That's a mad amount of draws, I'm telling you. 2 points behind Juventus isn't bad. Inter ran away with the league, we won't worry about that. But do you know what? I'm very happy to have Champions League football next year. In the Coppa Italia then, we did get to the final. We lost to Inter, who ran away with the league, but that's not bad from us. We're getting better now. And then in the Europa League, we got far as well, I'll tell you that. We got to the semis, and it was a mad second leg, 4-4, 5-7 on aggregate. Yeah, I hope Liverpool don't win it, but you never know. But it's Champions League football for us next year, regardless. So let's go and see how we got there with the squad. So if we're going on goals, then it's going to be Okereke, as you see. But Johnson, even though he's only 83 overall, at 27 now, getting a good few goals. But I think I'm going to replace him next year if we get enough money. Coladeno Fuente then did amazing. Cousins with 13 goals is fantastic from him as well. 11 from Busio, very good. Henry off the bench, Thomas off the bench, Ampadu with 4. Tessman with 4, he played loads. Wow, that's very good. Assist then is Cousins, he wins it. Wow, 12, he's had a great season. Just what I wanted from that man. 11 from Okereke is very good. Dola Fuente with 11 is good as well. Busio, Pobega, Johnson, Tessman, Botman, Ampadu from centre-back. Lads, they've done really well. We've done really well. Look at the overalls of some of these players. 85, 85, 86, 82. Tanner Tessman, he's only 23. He's my sub. He's a sub centre mid. Yeah, they're just very, very good. And I'm sure we're ready for Champions League football now. The only person I think I'm feeling I'm going to upgrade is Johnson. So let's go and see the squad in Season 5. So let's have a proper look then at the start of Season 5 at everybody's overall. And we're pretty good. Hickey is 83 and Johnson at 83 are my lowest right now. I might consider getting new Cousins, but I'm definitely going to get a new winger, right? The back line, other than Hickey, who I reckon will grow, is only 22, 23. Then we've got the backups are pretty good. The midfield could probably be better, so I might improve that if I don't spend all my money there. I'm only going to get 1 starter, maybe 2. It's time to get a few of these youngsters or Deadwood just out of the club. We don't need them. So let's go and see the business. And the only 2 loans then come at the exact same time. Giordano goes out for a year. I believe that's to Spain. And then Rizzo goes out for a year. That is to Dunkirk in France. First player to leave then permanently is Pascal Mazzocchi. I believe I said that right, for 1.8 million to Galatasaray. Yeah, Joe Gaccaroni is the next out. I definitely butchered that, but I'm not going to retry it. For 1.45 million, he goes to Midtjylland. It's a sad time because a lot of the OG Venezia players are leaving, and Amaru is the next to go for 4.5 to Vincent Kompany's Anderlecht. And the first player I try to bring in then is someone I'm going to pretty much just spend all my money on, as I mentioned, and that is Gabriel Martinelli from Arsenal. 90 million. No, Mikel Arteta accepts it. I know it doesn't look like Mikel Arteta, but he does. Now let's get him in on a contract, and of course we go for a 5-year deal. He again then becomes our highest paid player at 75 grand a week, with nearly £1 million bonus for signing on, but I'll take it. I need him in. What a player. So I did say I was going to then try and improve my backups, and we're going to be able to do that here with Samuel Ricky. Luckily, thanks to the pre-season tournament, a couple of sales, and Martinelli actually only getting for 90 mil. We had 120 mil, and it's worked out, thankfully. It's worked out, and we're going to get him for 40 mil, which is handy with that release clause. We'll negotiate and get him in. And then after that transfer window, here is how the team looks. Martinelli out on the right and De La Fuente out on the left, with Okereke in the middle. It's so good. Hickey and Bazunu are the only 2 below 85, and they're only 1 overall below it. So they'll be up there soon. I'm loving the midfield. I'm loving the defense, the substitutes now. It's looking like it's going to be a good year. The board want us to win the league. They want us to get into the final of the Champions League. So do I, and let's get this done. And so here we are, 1 game further than we should be. That is actually my bad. I forgot to stop it. So we played 18 games now, and we are top of the league. We are absolutely flying. We actually were further in front, but we did draw that extra game that I didn't mean to play. But anyway, it's alright. We're not drawing as many games now, only 2 this season as opposed to 16 at the end of last season. Not great. Super Coppa Italia, we were in for some reason, not sure. We lost it anyway, 4-2 to Inter. We're not very good against Inter, I won't lie. We've got Bologna in the round of 16. We should beat them in the Coppa Italia. And in the big one, the Champions League, we've got Barcelona in the round of 16, right? So we're hoping that Barcelona aren't very good anymore, because we absolutely breezed through our group stage, no problem. We lost to Galatasaray on the end, which actually put them through. Well, interesting. The main hope is that we win and we get to the Champions Champions League final. Let's go and see if we do. Right then, here we go now. That's good form into the first leg against Barcelona. That's a win away from home. That's huge. Can we get one in the second leg? Who knows? Or we're through against Napoli in the semi-final, so that's fantastic. Final of the cup. Oh, thank God we can. Draw 2-2. That should put us through. Dortmund at home. Any chance? Yes. 2-1 win. Now, any chance? Yes, that's us through. Oh, City. So let's see. That's a good win in the league. Another win in the league. We've lost to City. That's not good. But then can we get a good win in the league? A draw. It's not a good prep. Oh my God, a 4-1 win. I can't believe it. And we've just beaten Inter there, which is good for the final. It's Inter again. It's a repeat of the last one. Oh, we've lost to Roma. Not good for the league. Yes. Oh, that's a cup final win. That's brilliant. And Atalanta is the last game of the league season. It's a draw. Champions League final is Atletico Madrid. This is huge. Okay, so what I'm going to do then, let's check the other competitions before we play Atleti. Let's just check everything else, check the squad, see how they've done, and how they're going to perform, how we think they're going to perform in the final. But first, we'll see the league, which realistically I think is probably going to look good for us. By looking at our results, it looks amazing for us. That's 8 points clear. We have one Serie A. Unreal. We're headed into Lazio, Juventus in the top 4. Torino made 5th. That's good from them. Absolutely fantastic. The Super Coppa, did I show? I think I showed that. Yes, we lost. So I showed that already. And we won, by the way. You would have saw it in the sim calendar. We won the Coppa Italia 2-1 against Inter. That was an unbelievable result for us. I love it when we win trophies. So we are on for a treble as it stands. We're on for a treble because here we go into the Champions League. We're on for the treble. Let's just go and check the squad report first, then we'll have a go at this. I'm sure it's absolutely no surprise that David Okereke is there with our top goal scorer. Martinelli with 26 is very good. I'm pleased with that. De La Fuente then with 14 and 14 is good. Busio with 13 and 18 is fantastic. Cousins with good. Ethan Ampadu with 4 for some reason. Tessman's great from the bench as well. He might even be starting now. He might be good enough. 18, 14 and 13 are our top assisters. So let's go and see the squad. So if we do have a look at the squad, then as I was saying, look at the unbelievable nature of this team. They're absolutely fantastic. Might swap that over just for a bit of cover. Bazunu is fantastic as well. We were nearly a fully 80 bench if it wasn't for Henry and Lazzarini. Realistically, it's just really good, isn't it? It's just really good. Yeah, Tessman is better than Pobega now. So if Tessman starts, that is an actual Venezia midfield right now. Okereke is their striker as well. Ampadu actually plays them as well. We've got quite a few. That's probably the most I've ever got to the end of a Champions League final with still some current players in the squad. Unbelievable in a rebuild. Looking at the Atletico Madrid team, they look quite good realistically, but we're just as good, if not better. Let's get there and let's win the final. So it's the Parc de France then. It's the final of the Champions League of 2026. This is a huge game. Can Venezia get a win? Do you know what? I reckon we've got this in the bag. Atletico Madrid, they've got De Bruyne as captain, but we're still going to win it. Surely we're going to win it, lads. Let's get there. Let's get started. Let's get going. I love the Champions League final. We don't need to see our run. We know our run. We saw it in the calendar. I love the Champions League final. Let's get going. Here goes Livramento then. Surely one to bomb down over with Busio with a great header to Martinelli. This is a fantastic start, but the crossing's not good enough. It falls to Cousins on the edge. Good save. Oh, by the way, I obviously don't normally show face cam, but here I am just in the corner. Look, I've got the shirt on, of course. I've got my Venezia shirt on. I love this blue one. Here's a chance for getting a goal here with Okereke. Oh, straight to El Black. Can we get up and win the second? We can't. It's out. 15 minutes in. We've had the early chances, but Atletico are starting to spread the ball, but every now and again they do pass to me. We love that. Tessman on the ball now. De La Fuente's in again here. Can we hit it first time? De La Fuente off the post. I thought that was in. De La Fuente now. He's been on fire so far. There comes Cousins around the corner on his left foot. This is stronger of the two. He's put it wide. Way to go, Atleti, though. Ampadu trying to come across and making a great challenge. Ethan Ampadu. What a tackle that was against João Felix. It's De La Fuente on the ball now. He's been our danger man so far. De La Fuente, not Flente. And he's gone into Cousins again. Last time he put it wide. This time straight out of Black. We've got to put one of these away. Tessman there, Robin De Bruyne. Into Okereke, into Busio. Then they go to Cousins, to De La Fuente. Good touch and a save by Oblak again. That's all you're hearing at the moment is save by Oblak because we are absolutely peppering the goal. Martinelli nearly getting up. Not quite. Ball falling out for Cousins. I know he can hit them. Oh, it's going to fall towards Okereke. Oblak holds. Tessman on the ball. Okereke's there for sure, surely. Then we're going to go one more to De La Fuente. He's going to strike that first time. And finally, it's taken 41 minutes, about 10 chances, about 10 highlights of me just saying, Black saves, Black holds. But finally, Venezia take the lead and De La Fuente smacks one in the corner. It was a pretty good time to score from us, I cannot lie. But Atleti are going to give themselves a go. Botman, it's gone into, past him. He's in here. If Livramento can come. Oh, Botman gets in the way. Cousins out to Tessman, calmly played it out as the ref blows for half time. It's 1-0 Venezia as we go into the break. It's De La Fuente again. We could be in behind, but Okereke's come short for some reason. Into Cousins. Can I pay in Busio there? Yes, I can. Can he take the strike against Varane? It's a good start to the half. We want a second, though, to feel more secure. I'm sure you heard me make that mistake there with Bazunu's name. I'm just going to call him Gav. We love a bit of Gav. And we get that ball out there. Not a dangerous corner at all as Busio goes over the top for Martinelli. He's in behind here if he wins that ball, and he does. Gabriele Martinelli's in behind Palacios. Oh, Oblak's coming out. The chip is not over him at all. And Okereke can't get there. It's not good enough. Martinelli on the bicycle. Straight at Oblak. We haven't had much going forward this half, I won't lie. Not too many clear-cut chances except the Martinelli chip that didn't go in. And Atletico have been growing into the game with 10 minutes to go. I am a little worried. Can we get the ball out there? Oh, what a save. Told you I was worried. Here's a corner for them now. We're only one. It could go to extra time this with Varane going up there. We've got it away. Diop's on the ball though. Okereke's on it. Tessman is coming forward from CDM here up against Koulibaly. He's got the pace on him. Surely. Tessman, Koulibaly. It's a bit of a race, but Tessman's come through and finished it off. With 5 minutes to go, Tanner Tessman, what a run, what a finish, and that surely secures the Champions League for Venezia. Balls out with DePaul here, Livramento, last man, just watching him before he's going to put a foot in. Not long left now, if they go back once more, Tessman's not got there, De Bruyne on the edge, it's off the post, closest they've come is in the 92nd minute. We clear the ball, surely Croissants, and there goes the final whistle. They really didn't threaten until then. That was the first shot I believe they've had all game, and it hit the post. Well, no, it wasn't the first shot, but it was the first real threatening shot, I think. I can't remember because I'm just too happy that Venezia have won the Champions League 2-0. And there is the trophy. You can see the lads celebrating in the back. The black and orange ribbons on the side just do look very good, don't they? And you'll see the lads are kept. I think it's 5. I think we counted 5 players that are currently in the Venezia squad that are still here today to win this Champions League in the rebuild. And one of those is Mikel Croissants, who lifts the trophy above his head. He's captain of the club. He's been a performer season in, season out. He's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I want, if you know, tell me down below, is 5 the most I've ever brought forward for a rebuild across all FIFAs? It definitely is in FIFA 22. Normally I just change the whole 11, but I've got 5 players that were in the starting squad when I started with Venezia in this rebuild that I've brought all the way to the Champions League final, and I love that. That's always nice to bring a few. I always try and bring one, and I normally make them captain. This time I had 5 to pick from. Tessman, Busio, Croissants, Ampadu and Okereke. What a side this is. Now, that is of course it for this rebuild. I hope you have enjoyed this rebuild. If you have, please do leave it a like. Please subscribe to the channel. It would really help me out. And I will see you all in the next one.